Pardon the interruption, but I'm Drew Newland.
And I'm Jack Grimson.
And Graham, we're just going to start off this episode with a somber moment, a quick moment of silence for the Jacksonville Jaguars. But anyway, we are still coping about this loss, so we're not going to be talking about any NFL in this episode, so let's talk about some college football, Graham. The national championship is right around the corner, and I want to know who you see holding up the trophy this year.
Well, Drew, I got to give credit where credit's due. Carson Beck is the craziest for his god down there in South Beach, but still, I got to give the chip this year to Indiana, and that's because of the efforts of head coach Kurt Cignetti, who's turned this team around. 2 years ago, they were among the worst in the country. Now they're one of the best, and this year, they were the absolute powerhouse. He's a great leader, and under his lead, I think they'll be able to take the title this year.
Well, Graham, I agree with you, but I don't think you can discredit Miami. They have fought a long, hard fight and shown up in big moments this year. But there's another guy on the Indiana team who has shown up in even bigger moments, and his name is Fernando Mendoza. There is no way with him under the helm that they are going to be able to lose this football game.
Well, Drew, on to some NBA news. We got a crazy shakeup with Trae Young being dealt from the Atlanta Hawks to the Washington Wizards. Drew, what do you got to say about that?
Well, Graham, I think on the outside, this could look like a major scam. However, I do think this is a good move for the Atlanta Hawks. I think Trae Young has not been able to do much this year on the Atlanta Hawks, and by giving him away, you're able to build your team around a guy, young talent, like Jalen Johnson, Graham. All-stars require big contracts, and you are able to cut that contract and now have a rebuilding stage. Graham, I think this is a good move for the Atlanta Hawks.
Drew, I get what you're saying, but still, it's the craziest fleece I've seen in my entire lifetime of watching the NBA. It's like getting CJ McCollum for a star like Trae Young is like John Mullen trading Travis, Trey McBride, and Bijan Robinson for a deluxe bag of chips. I just don't know how you're going to justify it, and still, I don't know how you can say that CJ McCollum for Trae Young is a good trade for the Hawks.
All right, Graham, well, let's move on to something incredibly important. Dunkin' Donuts has just changed their $6 meal deal, which consisted of a bacon, egg, and cheese, a medium coffee, and a hash brown, to a $5 meal deal, measly $5 meal deal, I'll say, which it contains a wake-up wrap, a medium coffee, and a hash brown. Graham, I just want to know what you have to say about this monstrosity.
Come on, Drew. I think that seems like a pretty good deal. You're going down from $6 to $5, and you're still getting that wake-up wrap with the egg, the cheese, and the bacon. I don't see where you're going wrong here.
Well, Graham, I think that's absolutely atrocious take because last year they were giving out 2 wake-up wraps for the price of $5 along with the same type of things. Graham, they're getting greedy, and they only want money by this, Graham. You can tell by the way that they're just dishing out protein left and right.
Drew, I don't know about this. I think you're just hating because you got to go to Dunkin' and grab us 2 dozen donuts for your fantasy punishment. So anyway, back to you, Lewandowski's.